So you find yourself playing Elden Ring, huh? And you've died again. And you're just thinking to yourself, man, I wish I was good at this game. You've sat looking at all of these guides, trying to find a single one that works for you, and ruins the game like it's been ruining your social life for at least the past month and a half now. And let me guess, it hasn't worked. I mean, all of these builds are just trash anyway. I don't know why you'd look at them. They're genuinely garbage. But what if I told you the actual secret best build in all of Elden Ring is known about by me, random internet sheep boy? A build so strong that you don't have to worry about getting good. You can just smooth brain the whole gosh dang game. Congratulations, because by clicking on this very video, you have brought yourself one step closer to joining the illustrious ranks of the Path of the Dragon. Please stop asking if we're a cult. So go ahead and hit new game and skip straight to the character creator. You don't need to watch any of this lore, none of this is important. Oh wait, the cutscene comes after? Fuck, am I stupid? Character creation and selection is a very deep process in Elden Ring. What you want to do is you want to take the balances of all the stats and figure out what you really want to bring into the game with you starting out. All of these have their own very unique buffs and disadvantages, and help with their own different playstyle. But you gotta ignore everything I just told you because the only thing that you want to be picking here is the bandit, because the bandit is the best one that you want to pick. So starting out in the character creator, what you want to do is you want to give yourself a very strong, intimidating, super badass dragon name. And now with that out of the way, what you want to do is you want to come down here and you want to give yourself a stone sword key. Trust me on this. It will be very important almost immediately. With that done, it's really up to you however you want to customize your character, but here's a little hint for you. There's one called Draconian. I don't want to give you an obvious hint of where to start, but like, maybe you should start at the one called Draconian, whose lore says stuff about ancient dragons. Up to you, though. Once you finish creating your man-made horror beyond all worldly comprehension, what you want to do is go ahead and hit finish, and get on into the game. Here's an easy trick that I learned for killing the first boss in the game. Trust me on this one. It's actually really easy when you get the pattern. So what you want to do is run up to it and start smacking, and Jesus Christ. Ow. Holy fuck, I didn't know I could do that attack. Oh my god. Okay then, never mind. Now coming up to here, you've reached the first section that you want to be on the Path of the Dragon. Just go ahead and light the Side of Grace, and it takes its time. Go over here and insert your stone sword key. Now then, I introduce you to Hell. Take it in, everyone, because this right here is your target. You have to kill this guy to start the Path of the Dragon. So, let's give it a go. Hey! Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Ah, hell no. I'm not comfortable with that. Ah! So as it turns out, I wasn't immediately honest about the nature of this place. It turns out that there is a giant cart that is patrolling up and down this corridor at all times. With a few exceptions, it cannot be stopped, it cannot be damaged, and you have to avoid it to get to your target. So, from bonfire to boss fight, I will now take you on the ideal route of getting through this area, and not super dying. Step 1. Poison Swamp. Wear your clothes. Do not take off your armor. You need all of the poison defense you can get, otherwise you're going to be stuck with a permanent poison buff coming into here. Step 2. Patience. You're going to stand here now, and you're going to wait. We're going to wait until the cart comes back, and when it does, we're going to chase it down. You with me? Okay. And we zoom in. Okay. Ignore the very obvious hidey hole on the right. Ignore the very obvious hidey hole on the left. That one's got an enemy in it. Keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Wait for the cart, wait for the cart, wait for the cart, and up and in. Wait until the cart turns around. The second the cart has turned around is go time. This is a long section that you need to get through down here. You need to recharge your stamina before you keep going, because the cart is going to be hot on your heels. There is a secret path back there, but we don't need to worry about the secret path. The secret path is not what we're doing. Danger is what we're doing. So you want to come up here immediately. Again, don't bother fighting any of the enemies. You couldn't take them on if you wanted to right now. You're watching this guide because you're not good at the game, remember? Don't worry about the noise behind us. Hopefully the cart will take care of it. Holy shit, the cart's already here. Good. Now I'm going to show you guys the best strategy to kill this guy. Step number 1. Equip the really easy bow you got. Now then, with this in mind, wait for the cart. Turn around. Put an arrow in him. Okay? What we do now is we start running. We've got a new friend in the cart. Yeah, where's the guy? That works for me. Sure. In essence, bait the cart to kill him, I guess. I didn't expect this to work the first try. Am I good at the game? With the cart deleted, you want to just go ahead and pick up your new best friend, the Dragon Communion Seal. This will help you boost all dragon incantations. It has some solid-ass scaling in Arcane and Faith. We're going to need a little bit more Faith to run it, but that's going to be fine for us because we're just going to sell a bunch of shit, so don't worry about it at all. Once up here, we're going to take a perfectly normal route throughout Limgrave. What you want to do at this point in time is sell everything except for the Great Knife that you start the game with and the Dragon Communion Seal which you just picked up. So what you want to do is take a horse down into the local friendly settlement and grab the men. They will have no problem with this whatsoever and you'll be able to ride out the other side completely unscathed. The next area you want to head, just east from town across the bridge, is up here on this hill. After you're done clearing out 3 enemies, you want to grab this item here, the Gold Pickled Foulfoot. Now if you truly want the Path of the Dragon experience, the authentic Path of the Dragon experience, the only advice I can give you is head east. However, this isn't the authentic Path of the Dragon experience. This is a tutorial video. So now that you've reached Florida, what you want to do is come down here and grab this here, Site of Grace. This is going to be a fantastic go-between between the 2 areas that you want to go next. So the first area you want to go is the Cathedral of Dragon Communion here. Exactly here on the world map. The second location you want to visit is Fort Farrell, all the way up here. The way that you want to get there is from the original point, you want to take a route up through here, and jump over some cliff faces. Now we reach the number 1 priority of the Path of the Dragon build itself. Killing dragons. What you want to do is smack the hell out of it with this knife for a while. Doesn't matter how much damage it looks like you're doing right now, because every so often, the game will do something a little interesting, and do some bleeding damage, which does percentage of health damage. 13.2k. This dragon is completely immobile and cannot fight back against you. Its minions, the dragons which would otherwise be protecting it, can't approach you at all to stop you. So you're free to sit here with a knife, stabbing it from left to right, and eventually, you will kill this dragon. Now this next bit is pretty important. When the dragon looks like it's very low, you want to use your golden foot. This will give you 3 minutes of about 30+% rune regeneration. Not rune regeneration, rune gain. So, as we'll see soon, once we kill this dragon, we'll be getting a hell of a lot of runes. Finally, the dragon is dead, and shortly it will give us the ultimate prize of the Path of the Dragon. Its heart. With that, head on back to the Cathedral of the Dragon Communion, and you want to buy a specific set of spells. The breath ones. You want to get Dragon Fire, you want to get the Glintstone Breath, Rotten Breath, and finally, Dragon Eyes. With them all, they have a faith requirement of 15, but with the runes that you just got from that dragon, that's not going to be hard to achieve at all. So just go ahead and, might as well overdo it a little bit. Nah. Keep it reasonable. 20 for now, but Arcane is the main scaling that you want to focus on. Everything else is a bit subpar. Now to talk you through the spells themselves. Fire, naturally, very good. Glintstone Breath, situationally good. There are a lot of weird enemies out there that look like they're not taking a lot of damage from your other attacks. That's when you switch things up and you use Glintstone Breath. Rotten Breath is a must-have on every single build in this game. The sheer ability to inflict rot by just breathing on an enemy has saved me more times than I care to admit. Dragon Ice, a beautiful, beautiful spell. It deals good damage to most things, and occasionally it can score very heavy critical hits, and I'm not sure what causes them. So now to show a bit of how combat will go using Path of the Dragon magic. Step 1. Summon whatever spirit ash you care to. Step 2. Back the fuck away. Step 3. Unleash rot upon your enemies. Now, your enemy is rotted. They will take damage over time, for a very long time, and it's based on percent health. You can easily just avoid them and let the dogs do the peel. With that, switch to ice, and score some of those massive crits that I told you about. And zoom. That was 3 uses of spells. Life is good. And now is the Path of the Dragon. That is the basics of it. What you want to do now is go around hunting dragons. And after you've hunted the dragons, take their hearts back to the temple and spawn whatever spells you want. Of note, there are a couple of dragon spells which only spawn once you have killed the dragon that they belong to. These usually cost more, have a little bit of a better effect, and seem to cost less FP. However, that's about it, yeah. No. If you guys want to see any more on this build, I can expand on where you want to go from here, what sort of items you want to pick up, what sort of talismans you want to use. But that's about it. Thank you all for watching. A goodbye.